Hi everybody, Mrs. Bianchi here, and we're going to take a look at how do you find the area of triangles. Now, in the past, we've learned how do you find the area of parallelograms. So I can turn this into a parallelogram by simply adding, see this line? This line that I just drew is congruent, and it would also be parallel. So I'm just going to move that over here. And then this line is parallel and congruent to that line. So I'm just going to connect it here. And we learned that if we were interested in finding the area of a parallelogram, we would multiply base times height. Well, isn't this shaded region, which of course is a triangle, isn't it half of the parallelogram? So we would proceed as though we have the parallelogram by multiplying base times height, and then in the end take half of it. And there are two ways to take half of something. One way is to simply divide it by 2. The other way is to literally use the algorithm for multiplying a number by a half. So let's insert the numbers. We know we're going to be taking half, so let's count the base. The base would be this line right here, and we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The base is 10. Now, the thing that a lot of students always forget, the height has to be perpendicular to the base. Let me say that again. The height has to be perpendicular to the base. So let me draw a line here. Let me find my line tool. It's this line tool, and we'll make it dotted line like they do in the worksheets. And we're going to go up from here all the way up to the top. Now, see, that's not all the way up to the top. We have to go all the way up to the top. And where you put this line doesn't matter. Sometimes they can show it on the outside, but notice that this thing all the way across to the very apex of that triangle, that's the top. So let's count how many units that would be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The height on that thing is 6. Now, even if they told you how long this line was over here, you would ignore that because you only need the base and the height. All right, now, next, if you happen to have an even number, which we do, then I recommend you go ahead and take half of that number. But let's say that that second number had been an odd number, but this had been an even number. Like let's just pretend that's 11, even though it's not. Then you could take half of 6 and then multiply it by the remaining number. But because that's even, that's mental math. Half of 10 would be 5. And then we still have to multiply by the 6, so we'll bring down the 6. So the only thing left you have to do, folks, is go ahead and do 5 times 6, and then you'll have your answer.